Hello and welcome to my road to the British Champs, and it's getting freaking close. This is what you're about to see is obviously footage from my training week, which is the last proper week before my competition. So this is all my heavy stuff, and then I'm going to have a week where I haven't quite decided. It will be just a deload, so I'll probably only train a few times, and that will probably be literally just a kind of warm-up reps, if you like, and then it will be go time. So I'm kind of a bit nervous. I'm more excited than nervous. Like, I'm feeling like I know that I've got good lifts in me. It's just a case of obviously executing it on the day. Now, in terms of this week, like I said, it's really, really good. I'm really happy. Like, the previous week kind of sucked, so there was a lot of pressure I felt on this week, and it went well. Obviously, you'll see the lifts in a second, so I'm not going to ruin it for you. Yeah, but I'm pleased. You know, I hit some rep PRs there, quite a few to be fair. So it's just now a case of resting up, kind of giving my body a chance to adapt, get fresh, and then obviously smashing it when it matters at the meet. And then obviously that will just kind of give me a platform moving on towards the big one in October. So don't really need to say much more. I'm feeling good. I've done all the work. So now you can sit back and enjoy it. All I would say is that before you watch this, you're probably going to want to craft some kind of beaded necklace, possibly out of acorns. I won't make you do that, but you know, it just seems to be the only real logical way of proceeding this video. So if you get on with that, then sit back, relax, and enjoy. It's voiceover time. Okay, so this has been a pretty freaking good week for me. If you watch my Road to the British Champs from last week, it was grind city. Like, it was more grinding than I've ever done before in a week. It was really, really ugly, and so I was kind of concerned that this was going to be a tough week. I knew this was kind of the last training week, the last proper training week before my competition. So it was really, really important for me to get the sessions in, and luckily I did. I'm really, really pleased with how it went. It couldn't really have gone much better, to be fair. So here's the first session. 5 sets of 5 at 210 kilos, 463 pounds. And I got it. Spoiler alert, I got it. So that's pretty massive for me. Like, that's another improvement on my 5 sets of 5 session. The weight's gone up again. So from starting this 5 sets of 5 a long time ago, back at what I think about 350 pounds or so, maybe less than that, I'm now up to 463, and that isn't in that long a period of time, to be fair. So it's pretty freaking crazy. I'm not mental. I know that at some point, probably fairly soon, to be fair, I'm going to introduce some more sessions to give me a little bit longer to progress, because I know I can't just up the weight every single week. But yeah, I'm really, really pleased I've got this. You see there, I had the 2 spotters out. The last set you saw there, I only got 4 reps, so I ended up getting 5, 5, 5, 5, no, 5, 5, 5, 5, and then 4. But I'll take that. As long as I only miss 1 rep at the end of the session, I'll still take it as a session, and take it as a PR. And yeah, I'm really, really delighted with that. Squats are kind of back to where they should be. Right, here is my bench press session. So 5 sets of 3, 145 kilos, 320 pounds. Now, I did this session the previous week with the touch and go, and it was pretty ugly. It just kind of felt really uncontrolled. So to then attempt it with a pause was obviously fairly risky, because obviously pause is harder than touch and go, but I got them, and I'm very, very pleased about it. It's probably felt better than the touch and go session did, to be fair. Admittedly, my pauses were probably a little bit on the quick side, but for me, when I pause, all I'm looking to do is avoid that bounce. As long as I have a fraction of a second where the bar is stationary on my chest, which I always do, then I'll take that. I know obviously in competition there's a much longer pause in some cases. I mean, for me personally, for a single, it doesn't really affect me that much. You know, whether it's like a 1/10 of a second pause versus a half a second pause, for me, really, it doesn't make a massive difference. So I got them all, like I said, and I will take that. I did actually forget to record the last set. Apologies for that, but rest assured, I got them. Right, deadlift session. So here is the Wednesday, the kind of middle session of the week. Now, this was a big session for me, because this is 500 pounds here, over 500 pounds, 227.5 kilos, which would have been my PR not too long ago. And I was going for 5 sets of 3, and I got them. There was a lot of grinding going on towards the end. You probably would have seen that in the intro clip. But the main thing is I got them. I mean, I'm feeling My deadlifts now are just feeling so much more comfortable. Before, you know, I was kind of constantly changing things around and kind of second guessing myself. Now it feels a lot more stable, a lot more consistent, and that's definitely contributed towards the kind of upturn in form in that respect. So what actually happened was quite funny. I did the first 3 sets of 3, not too bad. The 4th set, I only got 2 reps. I only got kind of half of the last rep. But because I am a bit crazy, I went for the 5th set anyway, and I got all 3 reps. You see there. So obviously I was pretty delighted with that. I was scared because I cut my hand a little bit last week, and I was worried that obviously that last rep where it was hung on for quite a while was going to affect me. But actually, my hands are fine. I think I've adapted already, and I'm obviously very, very pleased to get that. 5 sets of 3 at 500 pounds, I think definitely bodes well, and for me is worth a PR for a single. So fingers crossed, when it gets to competition time, I'll have something good in the bag. Right. This is my middle bench press session of the week, which of course is a kind of nice, easy rep session. So the weight was 107.5 kilos, 237 pounds, and it's 3 sets of 12. The third set, the last set, is an AMRAP set. So here is the first one. I got, of course, 12-12. I mean, the first set always feels ridiculously easy. You see there, I could probably go on for maybe 20 reps at least, I reckon there. So, I mean, that's pretty cool because obviously that's relatively, it's not heavy, but it's relatively heavy, so it's quite cool. But yeah, the third and final set, I got 14 reps, which I'm happy with. And obviously next week or the week after the competition, the weight will go up again. Right, here is the second squat session of the week. Now, this is the session where last week I turned up, warmed up, and felt horrendous and just left it there, kind of shut it down and went home. So this was a really big kind of mental barrier for me to overcome. And I got it. You know, I'd been outside working all day in the sun. I was pretty drained, but I really just kind of a, you know, like just confidence reasons more than anything. I really wanted to get a session in here. I went for 220 kilos, 485 pounds for 3 sets of 3. At the start of the week, the plan was to go for 5 sets of 3, but I kind of, leading up to this session, I kind of thought, you know, I'd be more realistic. I thought, you know, with the competition close, I didn't want to go berserk, and 3 sets of 3 at this weight is obviously still a decent PR, so I'll take it. And I got it, and to be honest, I felt good. Like, the weight obviously felt heavy, like none of the reps were moving particularly fast, but I always felt like I had it. I probably could have maybe stuck out another set or so, but I didn't want to push my luck. So here's the third and final set that I did. I chose the 2 biggest men in the gym to spot me here, and they did a good job. To be fair, a couple of occasions I could kind of tell they were trying to put their hands on it, but you know, obviously it is hard to spot. You know, they obviously don't want me to kind of collapse and die, and then they get the blame for it, and my family sue them, and then their lives are ruined, and then they end up just becoming depressed, so it's understandable. But yeah, I'm happy with that. 3 sets of 3 at 220 kilos is pretty freaking cool, to be fair. Like, that would have smashed my PR for a single not very long ago, so it's pretty cool just to look back at the sessions I was doing a while ago and see how far I've come. It is freaking awesome. Right, anyway, accessory work wise, I did some front squats. In the first squat session of the week, I didn't do any, by the way, in case you were wondering, because I was kind of hammered. But here, I thought I'd go for some singles. Didn't want to do too much volume with the competition coming up, so I did one at 160, which is 353 pounds, which I think is actually a PR for a single. I never really test my front squat because I'm always tired by that point. And then here, I thought I'd have a go for a bit of fun at 170 kilos, 375 pounds, and didn't get it. I know my CNS was absolutely fried by that point because of obviously all the triples I've done, kind of heavy back squat triples I've done, so I don't really care, to be honest. I just thought I'd give it a go for a bit of fun. I'm confident when I'm fresh I could hit over 400 like for a front squat, but like I said, I'll probably never do that because I just never get a chance to do front squats when I'm fresh. I'm never going to prioritise those over back squats, so front squat fans, unlucky. Right, and here is my final bench press session and training session of the week. It was 5 doubles at 150 kilos, 331 pounds. Again, with the meet coming up, I thought it would be nice to do some kind of lower rep, heavier stuff, so that's why I went slightly heavier. And it was good. I mean, this is the kind of Saturday morning session. I always feel a bit kind of grindy here because it's at the end of a week, and I've bench pressed less than 48 hours previously to this. So with that in mind, not feeling great, I'm really pleased because I managed to get all the reps out. There was never any massive grinds. I mean, here's the 5th and final set. Admittedly, the second rep was quite slow, but it wasn't like a super grind. Like, I knew I had it straight away, so that is pretty freaking pleasing. And that's that, guys. That's my week of training. Next week is deload week, and then it's go time. So I sincerely hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. Please like, comment, share, subscribe as always, and I will see you tomorrow.